Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is the Friendly Martial Artist, and today I'm going to share another Silat combination drill with you because I've seen that you've appreciated a lot my last video, so I have something new for you today. Let's go straight into it. So today we're going to continue with the series of the fundamental footstep of Silat. So far I've shared with you the L step and the mouse step. And by the way, for those who haven't seen those videos yet, you can find the link up here for the first one. And then this is the second one. So let's go now with Depok. How does it work? So we're going to go from Pasang and we're going to try to do 4 blocks. Actually, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to add a 5th one today. So this is Pasang, yeah? And how do you do Depok? Depok is basically you're taking the right leg and you bring it here like this, you see? So that's the movement. One more time. So to do Depok, I put myself in Pasang and then I do this change here. So you see, I'm moving the hands again because the hands are helping me to adjust my posture, yeah? So one more time, I go back here like this, you see? And this is Pasang. So it goes in a diagonal way. You might confuse it with L step because L step does this, you see? So I'm going perpendicular to the left leg. Instead, with Depok, I'm going diagonal. So you see this leg here is going this way here. And the tip are kind of turned in a diagonal way here, but this is the fundamental, this is the basic. So what we need to remember today, just to make it simple, is just to take this leg and move it in that direction. So this is where we get the footstep of Depok, okay? And from Depok, to get back in Pasang, I just need to do this, you see? Come back here. So you see one more time here. Depok, and back again, Pasang, right? So one more time. Depok, Pasang, okay? Pasang, Depok. So you can do it slowly in order to ingrain the movement. And also trying to switch between Depok and L step. This way you can see the difference between the two. So this is what I mean. So basically, let's say that I want to train both of them, yeah? So I'm going to go first with L step here, yes? Then come back to Pasang, and then I'm going to go Depok here and come back to Pasang, you see? So this way you can ingrain in your muscle memory the difference between the two in order to don't mix them, because maybe you can go this way and think, oh, I'm going in L step when actually this is Depok. So by training both of them, you learn to see the small difference, yeah? So one more time. So from here, L step, here, and then Depok, you see? And one more thing about Depok. So if you're coming from a martial art who are doing a lot of kicks, you're going to notice something. When you put yourself in Depok here, look at this. What does it remind you? You see? The reverse kick. You see? So the position is pretty similar because before doing a reverse kick, what do? I turn this way, yeah? And I put all my weight on this leg here, the right leg, and then I kick, yeah? So in Depok instead, what I do, it's kind of similar, only that the weight is on the other leg, is on the left leg. And this allows me to turn this way if I need to add a reverse kick to one of my combo, okay? So this is what I mean. Let's try something quickly. So I'm sparring here, yeah? And I want to do a reverse kick with my left leg. What do? Look, I turn. And when I turn, you see the tip of my toe here is on the right leg in order to get ready to kick with this one here. Bam, you see? And then I come back here. So when I do Depok instead, what's happening? So when I'm in Depok, here from Pasang, I go in Depok, you see? I have a similar posture, only that my weight is on my left leg. But how can this be useful to us? So let's imagine that I'm gonna do a combination, yeah? So let's go from here, from Pasang to the first block. A punch is coming, so I'm here. Pasang, I block. First block, so you see first block, it goes in that direction. It's an horizontal block, yeah? So from here, I'd like to do a reverse kick after I block this one and prepare the situation. So how do I prepare the situation? Let's do it one more time. So I'm here, Pasang, first block, Depok, I strike. I'm gonna strike here because the person when he's punching me is doing this, yeah? And what I'm doing, I'm just deflecting it this way. And so from this position, I'm going to turn this way, so I'm going to switch literally the weight of my body from this leg to this leg in order to be ready to do a reverse kick. And here, bam, right there, and back here, Pasang. So we're going to do it one more time. Pasang, Depok. Yeah? Here again, Pasang, Depok. Okay? So just bear in mind that from that position, you can also add complicated kicks like the reverse kick. But we're not going to do that today. We're going to combine Silat with Aikido. What do I mean by that? So in order to understand this judo, let's imagine that I have an opponent who's attacking me this way. You see? So the punch is going to come this way. How am I going to block it? With the fifth block. So I'm going to put myself into Pasang right here. And what I'm going to do, this is the fifth block. You see? Block it here. So this hand is blocking the hand, and this one is protecting me from an eventual attack coming this way. So once I do this, I take back this arm here in order to grab my opponent's arm, and this hand turn into a strike here. Bam. So this strike gonna come here to the neck, yeah? So I'm striking here, and then with a rotation and using the kinetic energy, I'm gonna come with the elbow here. Bam, yeah? And then I'm gonna grab the arm and put it under my armpit. And when I'm here, this leg goes back this way, here, in order to make my opponent rotate. So it's gonna come here, here, and then bam, control. So this arm here gonna be literally on my opponent's neck. So my opponent's position should be something like this, you see? As my arm is here, yeah? And what I'm gonna do in order to finish it quickly, I'm just gonna step forward, yeah? So this last technique, the one with the arm here, is normally called Iriminage. So it's an Aikido technique, but in my system it's kind of modified in order to be functional to the combination between Silat and Aikido. So one more time, we're gonna go from this position here. So I block, strike, enter, grab here, turn, control here, and take him down, yeah? So I'm gonna show you first Iriminage. So you're gonna see exactly how this technique is separated from the entrance. And another thing, in this combo, you basically have the soul of my system because you have the blazing aspect and the water aspect. So what do I mean by that? When I start from here, the blazing aspect is this, so blocking, striking, striking, control. So here I'm in Moeru. I turn into Mitsu from the moment I'm locking the opponent because now I don't need to strike anymore. I just need to control. So I'm going to control him with the flow of my movement. So this is where water comes into play. When I'm going to do this here, the Iriminage you see, this is water. This is Mitsu because I'm not striking. I'm just controlling and redirecting. Okay? So one more time before I show you Iriminage. Here again, Pasang, block, strike, strike, control here, and Mizu. So I'm going to break it down with a name. So this way we know exactly what we're doing. So from here, Moeru, fire, block, strike, Moeru, yeah? Moeru again, strike with the elbow. Then here, Mizu, water, because I'm going to control. I don't need to strike anymore. I need to control the situation and redirect my opponent how I want it in order to secure my situation. So from here, the arm is here. I'm locking it with my arm here, and I turn. Mizu, here, control. So you see there are no strikes here. I'm just controlling. And then down here, yeah? Okay. Now we're going to see Iriminage. How does it work? So Iriminage works this way. It goes with the idea that you have an opponent that is going to strike you this way, yeah? So, okay, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, but nobody attacks you this way. Yeah, I know that. I understand that. But this is the way the technique is taught in order to understand how it works and in order to ingrain the movement as well. So we're just going to do it for training purpose, okay? So we're going to assume that we have an opponent who's coming and striking us this way, yeah? So as the person going to do that, what I'm going to do in order to execute Iriminage, I'm going to put myself on the side. So as the strike is coming downward, this hand here going to control it. So I'm going to strike the arm, but not anywhere. I'm not going to strike here or here. I'm going to strike here in the articulation, yeah? So I'm doing Irimi. I'm here on the side. I block the hand here. As the hand comes down, I put the hand here in order to block it. With this hand, I'm grabbing the back of the neck of the person. Then I take him down here, yeah? And then, you see, I do Tenkan, bring him here, this side here, so his neck should be in this part of my arm. As the person is here, what I'm doing, I'm just pushing him back, you see? So I'm gonna do it a little bit faster in order just to see the movement. So this is Iriminage. Here. Grab, turn, and put him down, yeah? So seen from the side, it looks like this. So the person is coming, the attack is coming straight like this. So I'm this way, I get aside, I grab the neck here on the back. I put the arm down, so this hand is on this side of the arm, yeah? So it's not here or here, but here, on the articulation. So I take him down, so the person should be literally like this. This is the position of my opponent when I put my hand here, yeah? So I'm down here like this, and I do tenkan. So this leg here turns this way. So you see, it kind of reminds you of Depok again. So from here, I turn the person here and down. So one more time, the attack is coming, I'm out, control, turn here, irimi nage, yeah? So what does irimi mean? Irimi means forward. So when I'm doing this, when I'm stepping outside of my opponent's attack and I put my hand here, all this movement is irimi. And tenkan is when I turn. So tenkan is this. I do it quickly because normally tenkan is done this way. The way to learn it is when you do this and then this. So this is tenkan. But when you do it fast, it's more like this. So irimi, tenkan, and here. So basically your leg is literally sliding here. Yeah, it's doing like a half circle here, like this. So coming back to Depok, in order to combine it with this combination, we're gonna go again at the fundamentals of Depok. Yeah, so one more time. Pasang position. So here, this is Silat. So from Pasang, first block here and Depok. You see this position here, this way. So this is Depok. Yeah, so one more time here, this way. I come back into Pasang and again, Depok. So let's do one thing. Let's do the 5 blocks into Depok, and then we're gonna go and finish with the combination. From Pasang, we're gonna do the first block into Depok. So first block here, you see, horizontal here, and now second block, still from Depok, here, you see. So it kind of look again like L step, but remember, when you do it with L step, it's here, so I'm going forward. With Depok, I'm going diagonal, so it's this one here, yeah? I'm stepping outside because from this position, look, I can just put myself this way here as I control the arm and maybe just push it away. One more time, second block, Depok, second block here, yeah? And then third block, here, the hook, this position. Don't worry too much if you feel stuck, because into this position, you can just do this here. And as you do this from the third block, you see, as you push it, there's a leverage here, yeah? Because this hand here is holding this, and this one here is pushing here. So when you do this, the opponent is just moving forward. So one more time, here, Depok, third block. Fourth block from Depok, this one here, yeah? So let's break it down quickly. What I'm doing here is this. As the punch is coming, you see, I push it a little bit with this hand here, and then with this one, I strike it, you see? And I put myself into Depok. Because again, when you put yourself into this position, you don't feel very comfortable, to be honest. You feel a little bit in tension because this leg here is in tension. But it's kind of a good thing, because if I'm in tension here, I just take this energy and turn it into a kick right here. And then take it back right here. So one more time, the third block here from Pasang, deflect, strike, Depok, okay? The fifth block from Depok, here. And then I go back here. So this block is kind of tricky. So to understand the fifth block, think about a sphere. So you have a sphere here, and you just turn it this way, you see? Here. So I'm turning my hands, having a sphere here. See, it's much easier to understand how the block works if you imagine this phantomatic sphere. Because when I'm going to block, this is what's going to happen. Here. See? This. Right here. Yeah? So from the sphere, again, I just turn this way. It's going to be much easier to understand this way, yeah? So this way, when I'm going to go from Pasang and do my fifth block, just here. You see here? Here. So it doesn't look exactly like when I'm doing this sphere here, because again, this is for training purpose, yeah? Because in action, I'm not going to be like, oh, hold on, I need to hold my sphere here. No, it's not going to happen. What you want to do is to be quick, yeah? Like this, okay? So one more time, like this, from my Depok position. So now we're going to put again back together the Juro. So from Pasang here, I'm going to go into Depok, block here, 5th block, control with this hand here, strike, enter with the elbow, control the arm, iriminage. Actually, it's more tenkan, but anyway, we're just going to keep the technical name for reference purpose. And here, down, yeah? So one more time, 5th block, strike, elbow, control, turn here, down there. So I'm going to do it this way, so you're going to see it better. So I'm here into Pasang, block, strike, enter, control, turn here, down. One more time, block, strike, enter, here, there, down there. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and once again, thanks a lot for allowing the channel to reach 2K, because we reached it last week basically, and I really need to thank you guys, because again, it's thanks to you that I decided to come back and give you more tutorials about Silat and my own system for those who want it. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.